So in this After Effects tip, I just want to show you a setting that you might want to be aware of in the preferences, which is quite handy with regards to the anchor point in After Effects. The anchor point, if I just grab something like the star here and put a star on a page, the anchor point is this little point in the middle here. And what it's used for is the reference point for things like rotations or movements or animations. If I go in here on the transform setting here and do a rotation of that, you can see how that star is rotating around that anchor point. So by default, the anchor point's in the middle of the screen here. Now, I can grab the anchor point tool here and I can manually drag it over here. So when I do the rotation now, you can see it's rotating around that point. And similarly, with this shape layer selected, I could hold down the Control or Command key and just double click on this anchor point tool, and that will center it in the shape layer. So if I do the rotation now, the anchor point is rotating around its own center, or rather I should say the star is rotating around its own center. But here's a nice little trick. If I just delete that shape layer completely and go to the Edit menu, because I'm on a PC here, into Preferences, and just have a look in the General Preferences here. If you're on the Mac, that'll be under the After Effects menu there. And I'm just going to bring up the preferences, give it a second, here we go. And in the General Preferences here, there's a little tick box about halfway down here which says Center Anchor Point in New Shape Layers. If you tick that one, click OK, what you'll find is if I now go back to the Star tool there and look to create a new shape here, when I let go of the mouse, you'll notice the anchor point is automatically being set into the center there. So if I go in there to do a transform and rotate it, it's automatically putting that right in the center. So there's no need for me to go dragging it over and trying to position it in the center each time and wasting time on that. I'm having it do it automatically with all my new shape layers. So hopefully that saves you a little bit of time having to adjust the anchor point every time if you're finding that you're wanting it in the center more often than not. If you found that useful, please don't forget to give us a like. Thanks.